What are you guys thinking for dinner tonight? How about my world famous chili con carne?
Saints Row is back, and that wasn't the only surprise at this year's GamesCom.
Hey guys, what you got in the...
Xbox kicked off this year with a rather lackluster look at games we already know loads about. A ton of new Forza Horizon 5 gameplay was the star of the show, but Xbox was just holding out on us. They also showed up at Geoff Keighley's opening night live event, with the long awaited Halo release date. We'll finally all be getting our hands on the latest Master Chief installment on December 8th. Although, as previously confirmed, the game won't be launching with Forge mode or a playable co-op campaign. But honestly, at this point, I don't really care. I just can't wait to get back behind the wheel of my beloved Warthog. Other surprises came in the form of a new Marvel game called Midnight Suns and a brand new Saints Row game. That's right, the ridiculous GTA-like open-world shooter is making a return with a complete reboot. And I just want to hear from you on this one. Which Saints Row was your favourite, and are you excited for its return?
Hey! Asshole! Get the fuck away from my friends.
This week saw the release of a sequel to a 16-year-old game. That's right, Psychonaughts 2 has released on Xbox, and the story picks up right where the previous game left off. But the question is it any good? Well, let's throw over to Tom at Games Radar to find that out.
Here goes nothing!
Psychonauts 2 is a time sink, in the truest sense, in that your time will sink into the ether as you play. Minutes will turn into hours with ease, and before you know it, the credits are rolling, and your cheekbones are sore from all the smiling. Psychonauts 2 is such a generous and confident package of platforming action, puzzle solving, and consciousness expanding exploration, so much so that even the smallest dip in quality can feel oversized. Your mileage with the boss battles and upgrade system may vary, but you should know that Psychonauts 2 is a head trip from the start to finish. It's a psychedelic theme park ride through boundless imagination, invention, character, and humour. Crash Bandicoot 4 and the recent Ratchet & Clank have helped set a new standard for the 3D platformer, but Psychonauts 2 just defined it.
If you want to find out Games Radar's full thoughts on the game, then you can find our full video review on the YouTube channel. And thank you so much to you lot who watched that video review and left so many amazing comments underneath it. Luna Smoke said, "The way reviewers are gushing over this, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Game of the Year. Can't wait to try it out on Game Pass." Well, Luna, you're not wrong. The game currently sits at an 87 on Metacritic, and the race for this year's Game of the Year is certainly hotting up. Psychonauts 2 is available right now, so if you're playing it, let me know what you think of it down in the comments. And finally, this week we saw the release of the long-anticipated Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. It's been long rumored that the movie will feature many returning characters and actors from previous Sony Spider-Man films. And after watching the trailer for, I don't know, maybe 1,000,000 times, I think I may have spotted a couple of extra clues that may hint to some more familiar faces that might make a comeback. Some of these might be a little far-fetched, so pack a lunch and your shiniest tinfoil hat, and join us as we journey into the endless possibilities that the multiverse might have in store.
But this isn't about me. This is hurting a lot of people. I've just been thinking about how to fix all of this.
First up, this sign behind Peter reading Devil in Disguise might hint towards us seeing a version of Daredevil in the movie. Charlie Cox, who plays the character in the much-beloved Netflix show, has been rumoured to be in the movie for quite some time, and we conveniently don't see this character's face at any point in the trailer. Is it Peter's lawyer? Is it Daredevil? And more importantly, does this mean we might see Vincent D'Onofrio return as the Kingpin?
Vanessa, today was the happiest day of my life.
Next up, could we be seeing the return of Willem Dafoe?
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
That's undoubtedly a goblin grenade, and the laugh definitely sounds like Willem. And with the end of the trailer confirming the return of Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, it surely wouldn't be too much of a stretch to get Dafoe to return too, right?
Bingo. Me.
your greatest creation.
And speaking of Doc Ock's return, it seems odd that he would recognize Peter if he is indeed looking at Tom Holland here.
Hello, Peter.
So wouldn't it make more sense if some clever editing is going on instead? And that Ock is actually looking at Tobey Maguire returning to his role as Spidey. We reckon this one is a slam dunk, but the question is, will the CGI de-aging process be as distracting on Tobey as it is for Ock? And finally, and this one's a little bit of a long shot, but remember this clip from the trailer of Peter running through a crowd in a black Spidey suit? Well, we wouldn't blame you if all your eyes were drawn to was the black suit itself. But after taking a look around, we actually think this location is Feast, a homeless shelter that Parker and Miles Morales volunteer at in the Spider-Man PlayStation games.
I'm gonna talk to Gloria about Feast, as me, not Spider-Man.
Undercover by not being undercover. I like it.
Now, we already know that Miles Morales exists in the MCU after meeting his uncle Aaron, played by Donald Glover in Homecoming.
I don't want those weapons in this neighborhood. I got a nephew who live here.
But could this hint that we might actually meet Miles in this movie? Could this explain the sudden recasting of Peter Parker in the Spider-Man PS5 remastered game? And could Mr. Negative be the baddie that rounds out the MCU's Sinister Six? So many questions and no answers whatsoever until the movie releases on December 17th. Let me know in the comments down below which classic Spidey characters you're hoping to see return in Spider-Man No Way Home. I've been Matt Phillips, this has been Totally Rated, and I'll see you on the next episode.
I'm sorry to bother you, sir.
Please, we saved half the universe together. I think we're beyond you calling me sir.
Okay, Steven.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.